not only is our next guest all about that, but he's also about our veterans. Being able to make great memories and make sure that they are employed. And I'm talking about Brian Stann. He's the president and chief executive officer of Hire Heroes USA. He is a decorated Marine, Semper Fi, and a nationally recognized analyst for the UFC Ultimate Fighting Championship. He's got a lot of other things under his belt. He also served with the 3rd Battalion, 2nd Marines in support of Operation Iraqi Freedom. And I'd like to welcome Brian Stann to the program. And Brian, good morning and welcome to the program today.
Hey, well, thank you for having me. Good morning to you as well.
So I didn't know you were into UFC. Next time you're in Cheyenne, maybe you and I ought to go at it and see who wins.
I don't know if that's such a good idea for you, buddy.
Yeah, for me. Yeah, you take one look at me and go, you know what, bud? Let's just go out and have lunch or something. Let's just deal with it.
That's probably our better way to go.
No, that's great. Well, first of all, I want to thank you for being on the program today. And you are the president and CEO of Hire Heroes USA. Not only do you transform military service into civilian success across the country, but this also affects us at state and local levels. Brian, tell us a little bit about it this morning.
Certainly. So what we do is we help veterans find employment and their spouses to get the same services to both, and we do so all in a one-on-one fashion. So people register on our website, or they'll attend one of our 2-day seminars on military bases, and then they're immediately assigned to one veteran transition specialist on my staff. Everything we do for them is then tracked and measured so that we can measure our own performance, but also make sure that we're tracking everything for that service member. And we take in anywhere from 300 to 350 new people a week into the program. We average over 75 confirmed hires a week, and we carry a conversion ratio of people that register on our site that end up with good family wage employment is over 35% right now. And there's not a nonprofit in the country who tracks their metrics like we do. And we make sure that we're very transparent about that so that people can see our financials, they can see our outcomes and our successes right on our website.
You know, I appreciate what you guys are doing. I think, Brian, too, a lot of things that people don't know is in the next 4 years or so, about 1 million men and women are expected to transition from the military to the civilian workforce. And if there's not that effective employment assistance, many of those veterans, former service members, could join the ranks of over 500,000 veterans already unemployed throughout the United States.
It's scary. You know, whether you truly believe that veterans should get some assistance in finding work or not, the economic impact is undeniable. So every service member that we help find a job, the average economic swing is over $12,000. And what that $12,000 comes from is that the person coming off government assistance and then obviously paying income tax. So it's a big economic swing for the country. And right now, I mean, we are downsizing our military at a rate that we haven't seen since World War II.
For now,
and,
anyway.
The Army's cutting another 40,000 troops, and Navy's the smallest it's been, and the Air Force is the smallest it's ever been since creation in 1947. So there are a lot of service members returning home.
All right, we're talking with Brian Stann, President and Chief Executive Officer of Hire Heroes USA. And another thing, Brian, for people that might be critical, I don't think they understand. You and I both served in the military, and you know, it's in the military, they take care of their own. And if you got a guy that's been in 10, 15, 20 years, he's used to that kind of an environment. And so for somebody coming out, maybe he was an infantryman. Maybe he doesn't have the mechanical skills or things like that. You guys do training too, don't you?
We do. You know, the first thing we start to do with them is how to communicate their skill set in a language that civilian employers understand. You know, the men and women leaving the military, regardless of what their job specialty was, have a tremendous skill set, technical and personal. When you talk about leadership, they have legitimate leadership experience even at a young age. The problem is we do a really poor job of describing that in a written resume or in a job interview, because these are things that military service members have never done. So that's a really difficult transition. And by helping them learn how to communicate that skill set, how to network properly, and how to apply for jobs that they are legitimately qualified for in geographic areas they want to live, you greatly enhance their ability to find employment quickly. Typically it takes us under 3 months, and they're half as likely half as likely to leave that job in the first year because we do such a good job of helping them find the right career, not just a job, but a career, because the veteran unemployment rate has gone down. But what people don't know is there's a massive amount of underemployment of service members in this country. Service members that are working for an hourly wage like a salary.
All right, we're talking with Brian Stann, President and CEO of Hire Heroes USA. I want to have Brian stay on the line just for a few. I want to get through this quick break because I want to ask him more on the other side about how they connect with employers and work with local entities to help veterans, whether you're down in Colorado or if you're listening in Nebraska or here in Wyoming, how you can connect with these great folks and get some of these veterans hired. More to come straight ahead. Good morning.
And now, back to KGAB Mornings with Gary Freeman on AM 650 KGAB.
All right, good morning. 7:21 is the time. Welcome to KGAB Mornings. I have the privilege of talking with Brian Stann. He's President and CEO of Hire Heroes USA. He's a decorated Marine, nationally recognized analyst for UFC. He's also involved with mixed martial arts, and he has opted not to take Gary Freeman in the ring, more for my benefit rather than his. Good morning, Brian, and thanks for waiting through the break.
Not a problem, buddy. I'm thinking about you first, buddy.
I and my wife and my daughter. I appreciate that. You know, you're a selfless guy. I really appreciate that. Brian, I want to talk to you real quick, and I want to take up a lot of your time this morning because I know you got to get running. Our employers here in the Laramie County, Cheyenne area here, from the reports that I've gotten from a very credible source that works directly with them, they do a bang-up job. I just want to know if I'm an employer or how can I connect with you? How do you work with local entities like Department of Workforce Services in areas across the country to help get the message out to vets and work with them so that they can connect with you guys and get the training or job opportunities that you guys have to offer, sir?
Certainly. So it's really easy because of our tracking methods. So we utilize Salesforce, which tracks every person that we're helping. And when we meet with a local entity that says, hey, I'm in Cheyenne, Washington, and I would love to hire a couple veterans for this, or that, or just one. And I could use a great example. We've got one here in Georgia. It's a home theater company that's looking for a team leader for a very good, $50,000 a year job.
Wow.
What we'll do is very quickly, we can sweep through our database, which has hundreds of service members that we're working with currently, and just do a quick geographic and skill search. All the people that fit the bill will pop up. We contact all those service members, ask them if they're interested in the job, and if so, we send their resumes and their contact info to that employer. And it literally takes us less than 10 minutes because of our tracking methods, because we're so disciplined in our technology and how we track each service member.
That is awesome. Now, let me ask you this. Is it open up to all veterans? Like, I served 88 to 92, so I'm kind of not a fresh vet right out of the military. Or is this just kind of for vets that were combat vets? Or how is it categorized, sir?
There's no category. Vet is a vet to us, and same thing with their spouses. We help all service members and service women.
Wow.
And we help all of their spouses as well. And we've even hired on several military spouses to help to revamp so that our service delivery is unique and specialized towards military spouses because they have to move so much, because their resumes are going to look different. We have to have experts knowing how to craft that in a method that's marketable to employers so that they really understand the skill sets and the adaptability of these men and women.
Well, Brian Stann, President and Chief Executive Officer of Hire Heroes USA. Brother, I just got to say, you guys are doing a great job. I appreciate your organization. I know you've wet my whistle this morning. I just want to say thank you for your service. Merry Christmas to you and your family. But before we send you off, if we want to get more information about you or the organization, what's the best way to do that?
Certainly. Our website is hireheroesusa.org, and that's hire, H-I-R. Our Twitter handle is @HireHeroesUSA, and people can learn plenty about us from our website and following us on Twitter. And for service members, they can go right to that website, click on Register Now, and we'll be in touch within 2 days to start helping you out and really start initially just crafting an excellent resume with you, teach you how to interview for jobs, building a LinkedIn site so you can start networking with employers.
That's great. Well, if you're ever in Cheyenne, Wyoming, stop off and maybe we'll go have lunch.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate your time, Gary.
All right. Semper Fidelity to you, brother.
Thank you.
You bet. Bye-bye.